Hey YouTube, I've got a sweet affordable guitar today. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're a subscriber, and most of all, thank you if you're a subscriber. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to upgrade some things in the studio here, my camera, my lighting, etc. So yeah, I really appreciate a like, a subscribe, comments, whatever you got. So let's go ahead and get into this demo and review today. Today I've got the Sterling CT50 in cream white. So this is a pretty cool guitar. We've got a roasted maple fretboard and a roasted maple neck. We have locking tuners that work really well, I might add. A super well sculpted heel joint, just so comfortable. We have a 2-point trem that's very stable. One thing to note, it's not a floating trem, it is flat against the body here. So you really can't pull back, you can only dive down. But on a beginner Strat, that's like perfect. This one has a humbucker, 2 single coils, 5-way switch. And one of my favorite parts about this guitar, and the reason why it's possible I might keep this one, is that it has only a volume and a tone knob. So those are the high level. I'll get into a couple more things after the demo. We'll go ahead and do the produced demo as usual, and then I'll go into a couple more specs. Then we'll look into some clean tones and some distorted tones. Let's get started. Alright, so nice little holiday themed demo for you today. But yeah, one thing that I'll just note, I was using the bridge pickup for the rhythm. For the main melody, I was also using the bridge pickup. For the harmony solo, I was using the neck pickup. And blending the neck and the bridge for that, I think worked out really well. I'm not the best guitarist, but I think it ended up sounding quite nice. So a couple more things just to note. I wish this had stainless steel frets. This has nickel frets. And these days in the $550 range, which is what this costs, Harley Benton is able to put stainless steel frets on sub $400 guitars. And when you've already got the locking tuners, the baked maple neck, a really, really stable, as you'll see later, 2-point trem, I just wish they could have sprung for some stainless steel frets. That being said, still a great guitar. The neck profile is very interesting. So I've had the same Strat for, I don't know, like 15 years now. And it has a pretty skinny neck. It's an Austin brand. It was a starter guitar that I've just modded to its teeth. It's got a really slim neck, and most of my guitars have slimmer necks. Yeah, pretty much all of them. I've gotten rid of all of my fat neck guitars. This neck is fatter than all my guitars, and I would call it a C shape. It almost feels though like an airplane wing, where it's a little bit smaller down on these strings and a little bit beefier up on these ones, which was difficult for me to get used to, but once I got used to it, it actually felt really good. And as far as the build quality of this thing, No sharp fret ends to speak of. Really, really smooth, glassy frets. This is a guitar where if you're a beginner and you're serious about wanting to play guitar, this is awesome. It's right in that mid-tier price point, $550. You can find them used a little cheaper. I got this at my local music shop on their going out of business sale, so I picked it up for quite a bit cheaper than $550. But it's got great pickups that you can use right out of the box. It has a great setup on it, and it's really high quality, and it doesn't cost super too much. So I would highly recommend this for a beginner, or even if you just don't have an HSS Strat yet and you want one and you don't know what to get. To me, this is better than a Mexican-made Strat at a much cheaper price point. And in fact, this holds up with a lot of the Fender Strats I've played. Just know it's a little bit bigger of a neck than some of the Fenders you'll find out there. I think the Fender Player Series neck is a little bit skinnier, but this is roasted maple and it comes with locking tuners, a much better tremolo system than any Fender I've ever played of any manufacturing region, and it just sounds great. So speaking of sound, let's go jump into some clean tones right now. Okay, sounds pretty good clean. Like, it sounds Stratty. You get all those nice Stratty tones, with the exception of, I wish you could split the bridge humbucker. That's a pretty easy mod. That would be cool, to be able to get that spanky bridge sound. That's the only thing that you're really missing as far as Strat tones. But this sounds like an HSS Strat all the way. And where this bridge humbucker really shines is in the distortion area. Let's jump into that right now. Okay, This thing, especially on the bridge humbucker, it holds its gain quite nicely. So overall, if you can pick one of these up at a discount, I think it's awesome. Even if you pay full price, you're still getting a pretty good deal on one of these. Just excellent, really. It's a basic Strat. Again, in my opinion, it's better than any Mexican Fenders I've ever played. It's better than some USA Fenders that I've played. And I highly recommend that if you're looking for an HSS Strat, this is a serious contender you should look into. With that being said, have a great day, and later.